Welcome back to Bravo Breaking News. So I am coming at you today with some Real Housewives of Atlanta news that honestly has me shook. Yes, there have been some headlines recently swirling about a possible cast shakeup for next season of Atlanta. And I'm going to get into it all, but before I dive in, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any Bravo Breaking News. I also wanted to share that we have launched our Bravo Breaking News holiday merch collection on Etsy. Yes, you can find our new collection at the link below in the video description. We have sweaters, we have ornaments, we have pillows, we have coffee mugs. We have everything you need to wear and gift for the holiday season, so make sure you check that out. Okay, so let's get into the news that I am kind of reeling about. So as I mentioned, there is most definitely going to be an Atlanta shakeup for next season. As we all know, this past season didn't see the ratings that Bravo would have hoped for, and a lot of fans are calling for a potential reboot. Maybe not the entire cast, but definitely some of the cast needs to be updated. Following the success of the New York reboot, a lot of fans talk about which cities they would like a cast shakeup, and Atlanta has been brought up time and time again. And with the new season that's going to begin filming early next year, they are in the middle of getting that cast in order. So let's break down some of the rumors that have been going on lately. So earlier this week, there were rumors swirling about Sanya and Drew. Those are two of the potential cast members that might not be returning for next season. Fans talked about how both Drew and Sanya had removed RHOA from their Instagram bios. But Drew quickly shut that down on Twitter, saying that she never had Real Housewives of Atlanta in her Instagram bio in the first place, and Sanya seemed to add it after that rumor was swirling. So I don't really know if there's any truth to those rumors, but I do know that Sanya and Drew might be on the chopping block. They didn't really bring much last season. I mean, yes, Drew had her whole scandal and breakup with Ralph. She was kind of the center of the storyline. But herself, I'm not sure she's strong enough to carry on Atlanta. But there is one former housewife who has definitely proven she is strong enough to come back, and that is the one and only Nene Leakes. Yes, the past couple days, there have been quite a few headlines surrounding Nene that kind of signals a potential return. First of all, fans noticed on Instagram that she removed all traces of her collaboration with Bethany from her Instagram profile. So, as you guys know, she collaborated with Bethany Frankel last month to do a podcast series talking about Bethany's reality reckoning. Bethany kind of called on Nene, seeing as she is one of the former housewives, to talk about her experience on Bravo. Her and Nene seemed in cahoots. She even attended a party at Bethany's house in the Hamptons. But it seems to me that relationship might have gone sideways already, because Nene has removed all traces, all posts of her and Bethany's collaboration. Now, this comes after Andy at BravoCon did say that he still has room in his heart for a Nene comeback, as we all do. So maybe there are some signs that they are getting back on the right track. Another sign that fans noticed was that Bravo TV actually followed Nene Leakes on Instagram after all of the legal issues that they've been through, which I will get to in a minute. But this kind of shows that they are still on good terms. And I wake up this morning and guess what? Nene has followed Bravo TV back on Instagram. She was not following them yesterday, and then after the rumors started swirling, she now follows Bravo TV. So this definitely means that, there's something going on. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to see Nene back on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, she is the queen of shade. She is the queen of one-liners. Do you know how many memes that we use on the daily of Nene during her time on Real Housewives of Atlanta? There is potentially no other Real Housewife in the Bravo world that is as iconic as Nene Leakes. But her return will come as a surprise to me because, in case you guys missed it, she did file a lawsuit against Bravo last year. She actually sued NBC Universal for alleged racism back in April of 2022, and she opened up about this on Bethany's podcast. She shared with Bethany, Nene says Black housewives and white housewives are treated differently, and uses Kim Zolciak-Biermann and Teresa Giudice as examples. Nene called out the difference in how Black housewives versus white housewives are treated, using the closet scene as an example. She said the scene was blown out of proportion when she grabbed the cameraman's shirt in effort to stop him from filming inside her closet. She said white wives have had worse incidents and didn't receive backlash from production. There's so many girls that are doing things, Leakes said. You had Teresa flipping a table. You had Teresa pushing Andy Cohen down. You had girls busting glasses. You got people doing all kinds of stuff. But me grabbing the camera guy's shirt, they act as if it was so freaking major. I don't know, I kind of have to side with Nene on this one because she does have a point. And she also shared that she specifically asked production not to go into her closet during that party. What's in her closet that she wanted to hide? We still don't know, but we all remember that iconic moment, and I think that was the straw that broke the camel's back for her. However, while that lawsuit was filed in April of 2022, it was quickly dismissed by August. According to People, Nene Leakes dismisses discrimination lawsuit against Bravo. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta star filed a lawsuit against Bravo, NBC Universal franchise producer Andy Cohen, and other parties in April. Court documents obtained by People on Monday indicated the former reality star dismisses this action and all claims asserted by Leakes without prejudice. All parties consent and stipulate to the foregoing dismissal, the document reads. No party will seek recovery of costs or attorney's fees in any submission to this court. So there was no settlement, no money handed on either end, and it seems like Nene had dismissed the lawsuit, which means maybe she came to a resolution with Bravo all on her own. So this was last fall. I would imagine that the Real Housewives of Atlanta casting and filming had already begun by that point. But now it's kind of seeming that the tables have turned because with Nene following Bravo, deleting all traces of her involvement in the reality reckoning with Bethany, kind of seems that maybe her and Bravo are back mending fences. You know, she also shared on Bethany's podcast that there's no ill will for Andy Cohen. She's actually tried to sit down with him several times and he's denied her. However, that is probably due to the past legal issues. But I have a theory, and my theory is that with Real Housewives of Atlanta's ratings so low during last season, Bravo needed to do something big. And if that means to offer Nene Leakes a sizable amount of money to come back, I mean, who's going to turn down that? So I don't know about you, but I am really, really rooting for Nene to come back. I think that this cast does need a shakeup. I think we can keep Kenya. I think we can keep Kandi. I think we can keep Sheree. You know, Sheree's comeback last season was iconic. It was long overdue, and it definitely brought the franchise to a new level. But the return of Nene Leakes will bring the franchise up several more levels. Nene Leakes is an icon, and I really think that Real Housewives of Atlanta needs her in order to move on. So let me know what you guys think of this developing story. Do you guys want Nene to return to Real Housewives of Atlanta? Who do you want to see next season? Do you think that Sonia and Drew deserve to be on the chopping block? Let me know in the comments and stay tuned as we hear more about this story. I will keep you guys updated on everything. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any Bravo breaking news. And of course, check out our Etsy shop for all your holiday gifting needs.